The ideas that created my paintings came from the article Art History by R. Howes. My vision was to exemplify the mystery of why there seems to be an endless list of male artists in traditional art history, but only a few female artists. The article suggested a few possibilities, one of which was offered by some feminist art historians, saying that there has always been a number of female artists, but that their contributions have been undervalued or overlooked by traditionally male art historians. The text also referred to real examples in history and some ideas of Professor Sir Ernest Gombrich. With these suggestions and examples, I wanted to create pieces that would illustrate this concept. When I started off with the larger piece of the two, I decided that using two differently sized mats could be a way to say something about the topic. The size of the female's painting is larger, simply just to show that there are plenty of women artists throughout time more than expected. The edges of the words on this painting are blurred, while the colors used are simple and quiet in comparison to the other painting's loud, bold colors. The purpose of this was to show how loud the voices of the male artists were, and how the female artists' voices were unheard. For the yellow piece, the second one, I used the contents on pages 60 and 61 of Art History, only selecting a few texts so it would seem from a very traditional biased male perspective. From the first painting, I used the content from the same pages, but changed only a few words to give it another angle. The black background of this was chosen to illustrate that the woman's words were in the dark. The other piece was yellow to show that the light shined on the men's words. I imagined the yellow piece being displayed in the front, hiding some of the black piece. I wanted the two pieces to contrast, being opposite ends in both size and in color, while responding to each other in dialogue. I am pleased with the way the pieces developed. I think the two sides speak clearly in the message. Aesthetically, a lot of accidents turned out well. For example, some of the pieces of newspaper and even some newspaper print transfers. However, if I had the time, or in this case, could reverse time, I would want to change and add a few things. I would have started with something else as the first layer and had at least 3 layers of text in all. I would also have liked more mixed media in my piece. Some other materials besides paint and ink would have been better. All in all, I do like the style in which it turned out. There are 2 main quotations from the text that I repeatedly used in my 2 pieces. The yellow piece, it was the great masters we recall, who sweated all the blood over art, Howes, page 61. This was supposed to be from Gombrich's point of view, a traditional male art historian. The text on the black painting was, "We have all heard of the old masters, why do we not speak of the old mistresses?" Howes, page 60. These 2 quotations directly sum up the whole concept of this diptych painting. The first one makes a statement from the traditional male's view, inferring that the men artists were the ones who went through all the trouble and hard work to keep pushing art to the next level. The second quotation is supposed to be the response of the feminist art historians to that statement. They are saying that everyone already knows of the male artists, but why do not recognize women artists? The women contributed to the development of art as well as the men. These 2 lines stood out to me right away as key quotations. I really enjoyed this assignment, and we had such a wide range of topics to choose from and address. I look forward to seeing my classmates' creations and making some more creations of my own.